Oh, they like.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
What's up, y'all? This is Relly, y'all, back with another video. Yes, son, today we have to talk about LeBron James, and we have to talk about why LeBron James deserves our respect. But before we get into that, I need y'all to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and if you are already subscribed, share it to somebody who ain't subscribed, because we are on the grind to 1,000 subscribers, and with y'all, I know I can get there. But with all that being said, let's get to LeBron James' legacy and how we need to respect it.
Everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat.
And we've supported him for 7 years now. And for him to go on there and drag us through the mud for 7 years and stab us in the heart, he deserves everything he gets. I hope he never wins anything in Miami. He is dead to me.
Was this worse than 9/11?
Get out of here.
And if we're going to be honest with each other, right? The only reason LeBron James really started facing a lot of criticism was because he left the Cleveland Cavaliers and the fashion in which he left the Cleveland Cavaliers. And a lot of people was not seeing it from LeBron James' perspective. And I wasn't looking at it from his perspective because I was a young kid. I seen LeBron James left. Everybody was looking up to LeBron James. He was from Ohio. He was from Akron. And he meant so much to Cleveland. And he left to go to Miami Heat. But when you realize the talent he had on the roster, it was no talent on the roster. Let's be real with ourselves, right? Yes, the team was called the Cleveland Cavaliers, but in all honesty, it was called the Cleveland LeBron James and Friends, right? And the roster wasn't enough. Yet, yes, he got that team to the finals, but it wasn't because the roster was good. It was just because of LeBron James was such an all-time great talent. He had no choice. He was just that good, right? And it almost blinded us to a fact that we thought because he was that good, the team had to be that good, when in all honesty, it wasn't that way. It's kind of crazy because LeBron James could have done his worst, right? He could have chose the KD route, and that would have been go to the team that was beating you, the only team that was beating you in the Boston Celtics. He could have very easily said, all right, I'm going to join forces with KG, Rondo, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen, and really been dominant in the East and in the NBA. That team would have definitely won 2 or 3 championships. Like, it's no argument to that. And I know a lot of people say that team was aging, but let's be real. When you still got a Ray Allen that's a sniper, Paul Pierce, KG, Rondo, that team is incredible. And it don't even matter who's on your bench, honestly. It really doesn't matter, honestly. Like, that team would be crazy in the Eastern Conference.
To 30,000 points, and because you are the best passer in basketball, it's pretty easy to get to 8,000 assists, and because you're 6'9", 260, it's pretty easy. You should get to 8,000 rebounds because you were born to get to 8,000 rebounds. Well, so am I impressed by any of this? No.
Skip, just shut your ass up! And if we're gonna be real, even with this clip, you have to realize how much impact and influence LeBron James truly have. LeBron James truly made Skip Bayless' career. And I understand Skip Bayless is very historical, right? He's historical. Brian Windhorst, historical. All those people, historical at what they do. But would they have been as big if LeBron James would not have been in the NBA? Would they have been as big if they didn't have LeBron James to report upon? Would they have been as big if LeBron James wasn't living up to the expectations of being the chosen one? Let's be real about that. LeBron James, on and off the court, has literally made and built careers. Even with those slandering LeBron James, they wouldn't have been relevant if LeBron James wasn't as good as he truly was. Let's be real. Let's be 100% about it.
Cleveland's long sports nightmare has ended. The drought is over. 52 years. Time to celebrate a title. And the emotions for LeBron James.
LeBron James has literally conquered and accomplished everything. Like, if we even just start off the 3-1, LeBron James literally came back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? And I know y'all know this is my favorite team. This is my hometown team, but let's be real about it. How many superstars like LeBron James with a straight face say, I'm going to come to Cleveland? But he did. And not only did he do that, he beat the best team in the league at the time, 73-9. Came back from a 3-1 deficit to win the Cleveland Cavaliers their first NBA championship, and that cannot go unnoticed. LeBron James is literally the GOAT, right? And I know a lot of people is going to argue this. They're going to beat me down with a hammer and say, hey, it's Michael Jordan, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it's Kobe, it might even be Wilt Chamberlain. But let's be real, LeBron James is the most accomplished NBA player we've ever seen, man. With a career average of 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, being 3rd in all-time scoring, 8th in all-time assists, 13th in all-time steals. LeBron James is literally an all-time level player. It's no way around that. He's an all-time level player. Yet we slander his name so much. And that's just on the court. This is on the court, just on the court. And when we talk about off the court, LeBron James is a successor. He's an accomplisher. He has clutch sports. He has a soccer team. He's trying to get a WNBA team. LeBron James is literally the epitome of how to be a businessman and how to make sure you are never broke again. LeBron James has literally put everybody on. And oh my God, and I mean everybody on. Like, just look at Rich Paul. Like, do you understand how many players would not have done that? And we have to recognize that LeBron James has never forgotten where he came from. LeBron James never forgot who he was. And that is why LeBron James should have everybody respect, because LeBron James has literally lived up to his name. He's lived up to his scouting report as being the chosen one. Down in the comments below, let me know, do y'all think LeBron James has earned his respect, or do you think it is still some things he has to do in order to completely earn the respect of everybody that's NBA fans? And for more amazing content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the grind. And with that being said, go.
Hey. Motivated all about cash flow, ran it up and ran out of excuses. In the field and we turn into hoopers. For the clip like bonds we shoot. Just like some soldiers we trooping. Step back 3, we hooping. We on house just like Fortnite.